Everybody, and welcome back to Superman Crypto. Your host Superman in the house, and we're going to do a Xen update. Been away for 2 days doing Pulsechain coverage, but I'm back on here doing some more crypto videos. And of course, Xen ecosystem had some big launch of the Fenix protocol and some BRC tokens with Buffy. We're going to get into all that, and of course, Pulsechain has launched, so Xen has started on there too. So let's get into all of it. We're going to start on Xen on the ETH chain, of course. Let's have a look at some of the metrics here. Let us see where we are here. You can see at the moment, let me just zoom down here a little bit there. It's a little bit big. We can see we came into the Fenix launch. The price has been got really sold off the other day down to $13.99. Big whale, of course. You can speculate on who that is. But of course, we ended up having two nice gold green candles, but quite indecision. And we ended up getting pretty good, not too bad the other day, leading into Fenix. Then a bit of a little sell-off here at the moment, post-Fenix there. And, of course, we're sitting at the moment 5 zeros, 2,500 pretty much is the price. We're down 7.3% on the 24-hour. We've got the buys, 48 buys, and, of course, 52 sells, 52% sells, so 196 trades that are sells. And, of course, we've got the buy volume there, 51% sell volume, just slightly higher than the buy volume. 525K over 511, and of course that's a big deal. Now the Fenix did launch after the Pulsechain launch, which was the fork was the 10th of May, and so Fenix won't get copies on Pulsechain from that. Just remember that. So it's just on Ethereum, and we can see there's 2 million liquidity in the top pair there at the moment. It looks like it's just gone up a little bit there, so it's kind of cool. Let's get into DXN. Before we do that, of course, we've got Xen Dodge expected to come up on the 20th. So I don't think that's changed at all. So we're leading up into that as well. Let's get into DXN here. DXN at the moment, which is DBZ Burn Xen, of course. And it's been our big burn protocol. It's at $27 at the moment. So it's kind of ticking away okay. Look, it's kind of moving sideways. Pretty much big volatility down low. $22 up high to $35. But it's pretty much in the middle there, around $27 at the moment. Down 9.6% on 24 hours. Lots of trade volume, 72% of the trades are buys, but the sell volume there, 53%, 213 over 194. We've got 576K in there. Let's jump over to the Xen Dashboard where the party is. I love this dashboard, looks great. We got 10.35 trillion Xen in supply, liquid supply. Obviously, how does this increase? It increases if people unstake, increases with new mints being minted at the moment. So that's kind of how that's getting bigger. And of course, how does it decrease? Decreases with more stakes or with more burn, right, through the protocols. How do we see the burn? We got all the protocols down here. We got Xen NFTs. We got DBZ now. We got Fenix. And of course, we had Xen Nights when that launched and other stuff there too. So it's pretty cool. Fenix, of course, is the big deal there. We can see that we have burned 151 billion, which is not too bad, I guess. But, we're a couple of days into it. It's coming into our second day or so, third day. So, yeah, we definitely want to lift up that Fenix burn. So we'll see how we get on with that. Let's jump over to some of the metrics here. We're going to get into the cost at the moment. So the cost has definitely come down. Gwei has fallen off with the Pepe meme coin craze coming down. We're back down to the 30 Gwei, high 30s, low 40s on the Gwei. And the cost there to mint new accounts, $6.90. It's definitely come down from its all-time high up here, around $16 or so. So pretty cool. We can see the supply changes there. We had the first of the big twins come out. So we'll see whether, we had two candles, 330 billion. So we had the first one come out there from the looks of it. So let's have a look at the next numbers here the last couple of days. So I missed these last 2 days. So we had a 61 million increase. We had 52 billion burn that day on the 12th, which is awesome. And then, of course, the 13th there, we had 162 billion burn, of course, Fenix launching. And, of course, we had a lot of unstaked. So we had a net 40 billion increase. And then, of course, we've had the big first of the two twin sisters, 335 billion, I think it was. So that's come out. And, of course, we've got new supply of 232. But we did have 89 billion burn with the Fenix and the NFTs. And we had 45 billion staked on the 14th there. So not too bad. We're leading into the supply, 59.34%. So not much different from 3 days ago. And, of course, let's get into the new mints, which are coming up. This is really, really important. So 30 days there, we're just eating through. Obviously, we just had the big mint come out, 330, and we're eating through that. And now we've got these lower mints, 153 billion coming up. Tomorrow's one is really low, 29 billion. So that we should really get nice, absorb that. We can get good burning. We'll have a nice net burn. But then leading into our second twin there, we've got the 326 billion coming out there on, I think that's the Sunday on the 18th. But then, of course, on here on the 20th, we're expecting Xen Dodge to launch, and so that's kind of the tentative time. I don't think it's launched yet, so we're going to double check that, but that is the case. And then after that, not too bad after that. Maybe if those protocols keep burning, we can really burn through all of these. Got to do like maybe 100 billion a day in burning. That would be really, really cool. And then we can start burning into the supply up here, which is pretty cool. Let's have a look at the new mints. Have a look how many have been minting last 24 hours. 42 is the way at the moment. And let's have a look here. 78,000. So with the lower gas, the mints have gone back up. We were down really low. Remember, we were down 2,000 and 12,000. We're back up at 78. So it's starting to climb there. Global rank to 12,243,000. Let's jump over to Jack Levin and get the latest news. Jack Levin's been tweeting out lots of cool stuff here. Obviously done some pretty big launches as well on multiple chains. So I'm not going to go back all the 3 days. We'll have a look at the last 24 hours here and get into all of that. So one of the big things was the Buffy launch there. So he launched a Buffy on the Bitcoin BRCs. He launched VMPX, so the Vampire X, and then he's launched Buffy. I guess Buffy the Vampire Slayer is the branding there. We gained over 3,000 more holders with Buffy together with Vampire. BRC20 gives us more than 10,000 holders. Special announcement for the use case soon. So he is going to be making these BRC tokens a part of a bigger narrative. So stay tuned for that. He's got here some cool little Twitter space there. Let's jump into that. Jack Levin. We just want to use your blockchain. No, why? So we're into with that as well. Pretty big. They launched Xen on Pulsechain from the plane. So remember that he launched the Xen on the Pulsechain. So the old contracts, the one that got copied from Pulsechain. So don't interact with that. I would suggest just get into the new contract is the way to go. I know people are still buying and selling the old contract on Pulsechain, but I wouldn't be. But if you're a DGen, you can play around with that. So pretty cool. Now, obviously, Xen Zoo here retweeting what Joseph did for the ZenPub. We have the stats for the Fenix smart contract on Ethereum is live on ZenPub, so we're going to look at that ourselves. First, numbers are exceeding all expectations. So that's pretty cool. In just 80 hours since the launch, Fenix has burned a staggering $320,000 worth of Xen. So we're going to look at that in a second. Pretty cool. We had not bad, of course. 5.3 billion PulseX has been burned since the launch. So massive burning going on with Pulsechain and PulseX. It's been a very successful launch there. And of course, Xen launching on there has driven up the gas prices pretty hardcore. Let's see what else we got going there. We're going to move some of this. What else there? New ALGO protocol. It'll be interesting to see whether he goes into that. Obviously, he's been into the BRC protocol. See whether he goes into the ALGO1. And what else we got going in there? Watch the BRC20 space explode as major exchanges scramble to list everything. Vampire, Buffy, Drac, Audi. So that's going to be a big move there. Xen Network has hit 1 million users. Google Analytics, which doesn't track bots, just pages. So congratulations, huge growth in the ecosystem there. And of course, BRC20 space is getting hot. OKX, one of the big exchanges, just launched BRC20 Explorer. So you can see the exchanges starting to pick up on the Bitcoin BRC's tokens. The Xen Network has 1 million users. Nice, that's huge. So pretty cool. I might make that the title of the video. Joe Blau there 11 hours ago. Protocol burned, now being tracked on Xen Turbo Dashboard, which you can see there, of course. We've been covering that. Nice there. Mainnet without a bridge is called a testnet. I guess chains don't need bridges anymore, just more secure that way. So there we are. What else we got going on here? We've got quite a few comments. We're going to jump through there, jump through that one. Let's jump through that. And of course, that is pretty much it from Jack Levin. So let's move in to the DBZ Burn. We can see how much burn we've had. Definitely, we had 42.8 billion yesterday, and we had actually got up to 50 billions. But we'd love to see this get back over 75 billion or more, plus the other protocols, Fenix burning as well. So that's kind of cool. At the moment, we are burning on the current cycle, day 54. And we have burned 11 billion so far. That's not too bad, actually. 12 hours to go. So the lower gas is lifting the burn through Xen. Cool. We like that. Let's see if we can get at these 50 billions burning through DBZ. Let's jump over to the Joe Blau updates for Fenix. Joe Blau launched, of course, May the 14th. He launched the Fenix. He did a live stream on that too. And then, of course, he said the contract is live. So this is the contract on Ethereum OXC3 and ends in 8,055. So make sure you're getting on the right contract. Remember, there's no copy on Pulsechain. Don't fall for that one because it was launched after the Pulsechain fork on the 10th of May. Of course, we covered this with Joe Blau with the Fenix Stats on ZenPub. So we're going to cover that in a second. And what else has we got from Joe Blau there? Xen Burn dashboard has been updated for Fenix. So both of the dashboards, ZenPub and Xen Dashboard, have been updated. Beautiful now. So let's go to the amount there. We can see on Polygon we've got 500 million Fenix in the supply, but with the Ethereum burn there for Xen, we've got a 10 million so far and 15 million in the reward pool. We go to the reward and see what it breaks down here. Actually, I think we're probably going to have to go here. So this is the reward for Ethereum. 19 days and 15 hours to go until that reward is over. And of course, people will be trying to chase down those reward pools. And of course, let's have a look at the Polygon chain. See how many days it's going left for that reward, because that's going to cause potentially some drama on Polygon. Yeah, 5 days and 15 hours to go for the reward pool. So expect some interesting stuff on MXen and of course Fenix tokens on the Polygon network. Let's go back to Ethereum. Let's get to the Fenix dashboard on ZenPub. Yeah, 151 billion burned, which is pretty exciting. And of course, we saw that on the dashboard as well. So we saw that on the dashboard. You can see it on both places now. So that is the Fenix burn on Ethereum, 151 billion. And you can see that on the Fenix dashboard, 151 billion. Burn today, 24 hours, 41 billion. That's awesome. That's great. Wow. Imagine if we did DBZ doing 50 billion and Xen burn 50 billion. This is great, folks. Gas prices have come down, which is pretty awesome. Let's have a quick look at the gas prices. We can do it on look at different ways, obviously. 42 Gwei is at the gas prices at the moment, which is really, really cool. We can see that they've definitely come down over the last day or two. Nice. So good times for Xen burning. We should, reasonably expect an uplift, and we are seeing it. So it's kind of cool. We can see the Xen Fenix price on Ethereum is pumping up here. We've got the price at 2.25 cents is the price there on Fenix to Xen, which is pretty cool. So that's the ratio. So yeah, am I saying? Yeah, they're 2.25 cents at the moment, and liquidity is 39,000. Remember, always take liquidity. So it's a lot better than on Polygon, which got down quite low, but 39 is still a small pool. Remember, it can have volatility up or down. We have 52 buys, 40 sells, and of course, $38,000 buy, 35,000 sell. So 52% buy volume there. Pretty cool. Early days. You can see all the stats here, of course, on DBZ. You can sort of see the strategy too, how long the people are staking out for. We can see that people are quite short, right? Up to 2 years, 46% staking that. So this is a real short game. You won't get a lot of shares doing that way. The big game, of course, is longer. You got 9% doing longer. They'll get maximum shares, of course, get more of that flush reward, those 3-week stand down reward and the 13-week flush reward. So interesting there. All your strategy, go to the dashboards, really is helpful. Xen burn, of course. Let's have a look at the summary on Ethereum. We can see that we've probably got all of them now, DBZ, Xen NFTs, and Fenix. Look at that. Beautiful. Fenix jumped on there. Almost 1% of the burn. Nice. NFTs burns 9%. And, of course, DBZ 19%. Isn't that cool? So you can definitely follow the trends on here, which is really, really neat. All right, let's jump over to Pulsechain is launched. So you can play around that. And remember, there's the old Xen contract that got copied from over Pulsechain. People are trading that, but I wouldn't. I would trade the new contract. Obviously, people are only minting those at the moment. And, of course, that is causing quite a bit of gas fee drama, which is pretty fun to see. Big demand, right? Big demand. And Xen is helping drive that demand. Let's go to the Pulsechain chain. Let me get on the right one here. I really do need to shut down a lot of my chains because I've got so many. Let's have a look here on Pulsechain. And, of course, you can find the contracts as well for the launch. You can pretty much go to Jack Levin, and he will have the latest contracts on the Xen. I can't remember where I pulled it up, but it was definitely here the other day. Is it around here somewhere? Launching the Xen contracts. Here they are here. So here's the Xen crypto. So OX8A and 1A28 Xen crypto, and the torrents there, and the Xen stakes. So all the contracts are there. Very, very cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And of course, you should be able to just pop those in and buy and sell that as well. You can also see that on deck screen, all the prices on Pulsechain. So it's something you can do. I think I've got it here already. Pulsechain here on here, and I'll leave the links in the video description, which is pretty cool. And you can go to PulseX here and see all the prices. Remember, there's no US dollars yet. The bridge is not open yet. Richard said it's not going to be open today, so maybe tomorrow. So there's no US dollar prices. People are just ratio trading the tokens at the moment. Avoid stable coins. They're just copies, probably worthless. So stick with the tokens you know, and make sure that the teams have not replaced them like Xen has got a new token with that. So very cool. All right, take care, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. The Xen price on the Ethereum at the moment, 2,500 with 5 zeros. So I'll catch you then. Bye for now. Subscribe.